Hi guys, welcome to The Sims 4 Life and Death. As this is the first episode, I'm going to give you a lot of backstory. So strap in, get your popcorn ready. This episode is going to be a lot of talking. However, while we do that, let's let Yadira start getting ready for class. Ali Ahmad and Sage Boswell met during their 16th summer. Ali went to the pool with a few of his friends on Sage's first day lifeguarding. Sage, a stickler for the rules, was a pain in Ali's ass. No diving, no running, stop splashing. After the fifth whistle blow, Ali shot a look at Sage, and then his world changed. She was the most beautiful girl he had ever seen. He told his friends he was going to marry her and made his way over. Naturally, Sage blew off the boy who has caused her nothing but stress on her first day of work. But after some persistence, every weekend for a month, Ali got Sage to agree to hang out with him after work. He waited around the pool for hours until she finally came out to the parking lot, with her braids still damp and a slight smile. Ali tried his best to look cool, leaning on his old red Hummer. He opened her door, still trying to believe he finally got her to hang out with him. They went to get ice cream, eating it on a bench outside the store. They talked for hours, divulging stories and fun facts, getting to know the intricacies of each other's lives. When they realized what time it was, the punishment of breaking curfew felt minute compared to the conversations they had just had. When Sage finally made her way home that night, Ali gave her a small kiss on the cheek, and Sage knew she was meant to be with the menacing boy from the pool. By the time they graduated high school, they had been inseparable for nearly 2 summers. Ali, a hard worker, had a job lined up with the police force. It was a job that would set him up for an easy life, allow him to help people, and he could have his weekends off to fish. He would make enough money within a couple of months to get a small place, a better car, and a ring. Sage knew that she didn't want to stay in their town, but her heart was there right now, and she could get started here before she could afford to buy a farm. Her goal was a large plot of land, some livestock, a self-sustaining garden, and a beautiful family with the love of her life. Horses, cows, chickens, you name it. Little feet stomping in the mud as she gardened, Ali grilling their dinner. It was going to be perfect. But first, they needed money. For the next 3 years, they lived together. Ali working for the police department, Sage working a desk job. She hated it, but they had enough, because they had each other. And it was only temporary, until Sage found out she was pregnant. Okay. There was a wrench in the plan. Maybe saving would take a little longer, but she had always wanted a family. Ali was excited, ready to start a family with the love of his life. On July 11th, 6 summers after Sage and Ali first met, Yadira Ahmad was born. A perfect, beautiful baby girl. She was perfect. Their family was perfect. Sure, their apartment was cramped and there was no money to move, but they had each other. Until Ali's great-aunt Farah passed away, and in her will, she left him her house. Farah and Ali had spent a few summers together, but in the grand scheme of things, he never imagined she would give him a house. He loved that house and aspired to have one like it, but he never thought he would have that one. Without thinking twice, he packed up their apartment and moved his family into their new home. Sure, it needed some little renos here and there, but it was perfect. Yadira grew healthy and strong, and on their 7th summer, she had her first. As Ali moved up the ranks, he began to make more money, and they could afford to splurge here and there. For a winter trip, they took a vacation to Hinford-on-Bagley, staying in a little cottage. While Ali was bummed he couldn't fish the beautiful streams, Sage was enamored with the quaint little town. It had so much character, so much land, so much opportunity. She took a little excursion one day, scoping out a piece of land for sale, and when she returned, she proposed it to Ali. A beautiful plot, with space for a big house, a barn, plenty of space for animals, and a garden, of course. There's a pond, and Sage rambled on, fumbling over her words in excitement. Ali shifted uncomfortably, not knowing how to respond. The truth was, Ali's dream was never a farm. He loved their town, with family, friends, and work. There would be plenty of opportunities for Yadira. She would get the opportunity to build and see the world. Ali already had his rank at the apartment, and he wasn't so sure he was ready to throw that away to rebuild on a farm. They may not have had that house for long, but it was theirs. By their 8th summer, Ali and Sage were sleeping in separate rooms. On Yadira's second birthday, she woke up to her dad's air mattress and to the sounds of pans clattering in the kitchen as he made her a cake. That night, Sage served Ali divorce papers. She made it clear that she had never stopped loving him, but she couldn't spend more summers trapped in this town. She couldn't live with herself if she died in this town, never pursuing the one thing she's wanted her whole life. She needed to try. Ali was shattered. In his head, he begged her to stay, pleaded with her, offered to try it for a year, but no words came out. He didn't do much of anything. He just tried to accept that he was losing his wife. When Yadira woke up the next morning, her mother was gone. Ali knew Yadira needed him, so he stepped up to the plate. He made sure Yadira didn't feel like she was missing a parent, at least as best as he could. At some point, Yadira asked why her friends had 2 parents and she only had one, but after getting very vague answers and noticing the sadness that overcame her father when he thought he was alone after she asked, she stopped asking. He chaperoned every field trip, went to all the PTA meetings, and was her best friend. After graduating high school, Yadira was encouraged to go see the world. Not quite sure what she wanted to study, Yadira enrolled in a school and moved across the world as she began to figure out her life. That, my friends, is the backstory of Miss Yadira Ahmad, as well as her complicated family dynamic. As you can see, her father, Ali, was her primary parent pretty much her entire life. They're close, they're good friends, they're really best friends. She adores him, and he has been her rock her entire life because she doesn't know her mother. And she has not seen her mother since she was 2 years old. So she really doesn't know her, and like I said, she doesn't really talk about it with her father anymore because there's not much to talk about. It makes him sad, and she doesn't want to do that to him. I apologize if you can hear like the leaf blowing in the back. They have not stopped for like 3 hours. As you can see, we still have class. Yadira has come all the way to Ravenwood to go to school. Could she have gone to school at her home in Willow Creek? Of course she could have. Could she have gone to Brightchester, which is a short drive away from Willow Creek? Yes, she could have. However, her dad has instilled in her, literally her entire life, this need to see the world, and in an attempt to make him happy, this is where she ended up. She wasn't positive what she wanted to study. She loves gemology, so anything of that sort. She also is very interested in kind of the macabre. She is not macabre, but she has a little interest in it, so she on her free time studies thanatology. Right now she is a biology major because she's thought about working in morgues, but also it would kind of feed that gemology. So that is where she landed, but she is not sure literally at all what she wants to do. She picked what sounded the most like what she likes, and here she is. This is our little apartment. These are student apartments in Ravenwood. Downstairs are the neighbors that she knows. We do not know any other neighbors. Surprisingly, Nyan Spector came to welcome us to the neighborhood, so we do know Nyan. But other than that, we are kind of a newbie in this town. I wouldn't say she's antisocial or she doesn't really like people. However, she is very loyal. So she picks and chooses who she associates with very carefully. She doesn't just have friendships. She kind of just has acquaintances and then people that she would die for. Those people being her best friend, Elle Pancakes, back home, and her father and her now deceased grandfather. Off to class she goes, and we're going to have her take notes because, again, she is not just here just because. She wants to make her dad proud. She wants to make it worth it. She did not come all the way across the world for nothing. Says want to meet new people. She should consider joining a university organization. I fear she probably does need to meet new people. I don't know if that's really something she's going to do, though. I know this apartment is kind of tiny. However, I feel like this would be so nice to live in. Like, I would take this over my apartment. Now, this is a very old building, and there's probably a lot of asbestos and little critters. And I don't know if you've noticed, but there are some holes, you know, here and there. But It is so fancy and like, I love this. Can you imagine? Now, probably not safe. Probably not the most structurally sound. Okay. There's probably something growing in the back of that fridge. But this is so cute. Look at all of the windows. Look at how big that bathroom is. Oh, our dad's calling. Yes, we're going to answer. We will get back to our homework in a moment. They literally talked last night. So, as you can see, they frequently chat. I think he's just giving us an update on his day. Let's see, was he off today? No, I think he just got off work because of the time change. So he's letting us know about some big development. I don't know why he thinks that like she needs the updates on that. I think he just wanted an excuse to call her. I think the real reason he called is the last time they talked, she was complaining about her professors. And so I think he was calling today to check in on that. He is a proponent of letting her figure things out. However, he does also have that overprotective father gene. Was having a very hard time accepting that she's gonna have to figure out her professor on her own. Once we finish with our planet Earth homework, we're gonna go ahead and get straight on to the strength of water. So we actually are getting a call. Our friend has just invited us to go out with her, since it is spooky day, to the final draught, which is a bar. We have a lot of homework to do, but it couldn't hurt. We have plenty of time, right? I think we should go. You will meet our friend in just a moment. I'm kind of excited. I mean, this is our first few months in a new town. It's spooky day. I think we should do it. And I mean, worst case, we just leave early and get our homework done, right? It appears we've shown up a little bit early, but this is the final draught, which is the bar that pretty much all of the college students hang out at. Yadira didn't want to be late, so she brought a change of clothes. So we're going to run into the bathroom and change really fast. It is just a bar, but she kind of wants to impress her new potential friend, who is also her neighbor. She doesn't have a roommate, but her neighbors are roommates, and she's closer with one than the other, but she kind of would like to be friends with them. They seem pretty cool. Yadira looks so pretty, doesn't she? I love her. And I love how hard she's trying to impress them. I think maybe to get us some liquid courage, we're going to come to the bar and order ourselves a drink before they get here. Let's see what her favorite drink is. So it looks like our favorite drink is green. Oh, it's sugarcane juice. All right, well that is not going to give us liquid courage. How about we'll start off easy with a vodka soda. I don't think Yadira knew that there's no alcohol in that. She's kind of new to this. So it looks like Anastasia is here, and for some reason is sitting outside. Maybe she doesn't know that we're here already. Let's maybe come ask her about her day. And here's her roommate, Cassandra Goth. Let's maybe talk to both. If they don't mind, I would love to go inside because it is quite chilly. It also seems like perhaps she is a little overdressed. I think we should ask about tarot. They both are actually quite into tarot, Cassandra and Anastasia. You'll see their apartments soon, but there is literally tarot stuff everywhere. Now that they are here, perhaps we should order drinks for the group. We really want them to like us because we literally know nobody here yet, so maybe we will get a round of screwdrivers. I don't know where the bartender went, but maybe we'll just do a spooky day toast. It would appear that they are running through us, so let's head off to the bathroom really quickly. The drinks are flowing, and somebody has gotten their liquid courage. I think to commemorate what a great night we've had, we should take a picture with Cassandra and with Anastasia. How cute. I love how they're just like serving face. They're so cute. Now, it is about to be 2 a.m. on a Friday. We do have class tomorrow. I think it might be time to head on home and end this hangout, no matter how fun it's been. We're also starting to feel a little sad because we are gloomy, so I fear it is time to head home. As we are on our walk home, we're getting a call. Hi Yadira, I'm calling to let you know that Ali Hamad has passed away. I'm so sorry for your loss. Yadira got on the soonest flight she could, and within hours she was back home. Right now, she's with her best friend, Miss L Pancakes, but right there is the house that she grew up in with her father. And for the first time, he's not there.